Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today, I actually want to talk about magnesium. I just want to say that magnesium changed my life. I know that sounds a little dramatic, but it's true, and I will get to that in a bit. But first, I want to say that magnesium is an incredibly important mineral in the body. It is involved in like something over 300 reactions in the body. If you watched my previous video on vitamin D, you know that it's important in the making vitamin D the usable form of it in the body. It's involved in heart function, it's involved in muscle function, it's involved in nerve function. Just kind of everything. Bone, it's involved in bone health, immune function, immune health. Like it's part of pretty much everything in the body. I think it's estimated that up to 50% of people are deficient in it. You can get it from food, but most people don't eat enough of the foods that have magnesium in it to make a difference. So supplementing is obviously, always have to put this caveat in there, talk to your doctor first before you take anything. But supplementing can be incredibly important. It's involved in regulating blood glucose levels. It's just like I said. It's pervasive. It's everywhere in the body, and you need it everywhere in the body. And if you don't have it, I'll give you my personal experience with taking magnesium. So I started taking it because I was having visual migraines. So I don't get the pain of a migraine, I don't get the headache part, but I get the visual aura, which if you've ever had that or never had that, let me tell you, it's a little freaky. To like have half of your vision gone for a period of time. And I would get those periodically, and they really freaked me out. And I did some research and started, looking things up, and I found that magnesium, taking magnesium can help. And it also you also absorb it through your skin. There are some things that I was going to a massage therapist for a while who had a magnesium like oil that she would put on. She gave me some of it to try to use, and I used it for a little bit, but my skin had a reaction to it, so I couldn't really use it. Another good way of getting it is like Epsom salt baths, because it's very easily absorbed through the skin. So anyway, that being said, so I started taking a magnesium supplement, oral, to combat these visual migraines because they were annoying. Not that they were happening all the time. It was like every 6 months or so, a couple times a year, I would have them. But they freak me out, and I don't want to have them ever. So I started taking it, and it was probably about 4 to 6 months into taking the magnesium, I realized that I hadn't really thought about it, but I realized that I haven't had a panic attack in a while. And now I also suffer from kind of self-diagnosed generalized anxiety, and I would have panic attacks, and I've managed it off and on with, I've never taken medication for it, but I've managed it with things like meditation, physical activity. That makes a huge difference as well. But I would still have panic attacks. Like, I'd go through phases where sometimes it'd be every day, sometimes, you know, for a period of time, and then I would kind of get out of the cycle, and I would, you know, maybe only, you know, I wouldn't have one for a couple of weeks, and then I would have one, and then it would like set off the cycle where I'd have them daily, a couple times a day for a while. And if you've ever lived with anxiety, you know how horrid it is. I would not wish anxiety on my worst enemy. And so it was about 6 months into taking the magnesium supplement that I realized that I hadn't had an anxiety attack in quite some time. It had been probably 4 or 5 months since I had had one, and I, you know, kind of racked my brain, kind of thinking like, what could be the difference? And it occurred to me that it was the magnesium supplement, because magnesium is known for its calming effects too. If you, I know in the horse world, there's a supplement called quiescence that is basically magnesium, and you give it to horses that are anxious, and it calms them down. And this clicked in my brain, and I was like, wow, I wonder if it's the magnesium supplement. And, you know, the interesting thing about it is I still have the thoughts, like those anxiety-inducing thoughts, but I don't have the visceral, physical reaction to them. I don't get the racing heart, I don't get the sweaty palms, I don't get the, you know, just the wanting to curl up into a ball and not move, like that fight or flight response that you get in a panic attack. I just have the thought, it's there, and I acknowledge it, and I don't have that like uncontrollable physical response to it anymore. And it's kind of amazing. And I've been taking magnesium every day since. I take about 250 milligrams of it for a little while. The biggest side effect of taking too much magnesium is diarrhea. So if you start taking magnesium and you are noticing that, knock your dose down a little bit. I was taking 500 for a while, and my gut was not happy with that, so I knocked it down to 250, and that seems to work very, very well for me. My anxiety is, you know, almost non-existent now, and there have been studies on it showing that a magnesium supplement can actually work just as well, if not better, than medication for anxiety disorders. So if you are someone that suffers from that, definitely look into it, because it, like I said, it was a game changer. It changed my life so much. It's a wonder mineral. I, you know, can't recommend enough to at least look into it and, you know, talk to your doctor about it. And, you know, it could be that little bit extra that, you know, you need to manage something that can be, you know, life altering, really. So I hope that this, you know, helps some people out there to feel better. If this video helped you, please share it, because anxiety is nothing to live with. It really, really isn't. And there are ways to manage it, but this one little supplement can make a huge difference. Like I said, talk to your doctor about it. So share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Bye.